We now continue with the last session of this series, an epilogue, a summary, the measure of power and the weight of conscience. Let us reflect. Every story of humanity, from ancient epics to modern revolutions, is at its heart a story of a mirror. Through that mirror, we have tried to understand ourselves, our purpose, our pain, and our power. We built temples to honor heaven, towers that touched the sky. We explored oceans, mapped continents, split atoms, and reached for the stars. Yet, through all our brilliance, one question has remained: what have we become? Civilizations rose claiming to bring light, yet each left behind a shadow. Empires promised order but delivered ambition. Ideologies claimed truth but demanded obedience. Progress offered comfort but forgot meaning. Across the centuries, a single thread emerges: the struggle to align power with purpose, to make strength serve justice, not dominate it. Every prophet, every sage, every reformer has tried to remind humanity of one simple truth: that knowledge without humility is blindness. Power without mercy is ruin. As the Quran warns, do not spread corruption on the earth after it had been set right. That warning now echoes beyond deserts and ancient cities, into our marketplaces, into our institutions, into our digital skies. Religion, intended to bind us to truth, was often bent into the language of ambition. Civilization, meant to refine the human spirit, sometimes hardened into privilege. Power, meant to protect, often learned to consume. Behind every war fought in the name of God stood the pursuit of control. Behind every empire that claimed to civilize stood the fear of decline. Behind every ideology claiming progress stood the belief that humanity could define right and wrong by force or consensus. Yet, even through collapse and corruption, a quiet current has never ceased: the current of conscience. Prophets, poets, scholars, and ordinary people rose in every generation to whisper the same message. Justice is not policy, it is trust. Prosperity without compassion is decay, and power without conscience is a seed of self-destruction. The true measure of progress is not how far we reach into the stars, but how faithfully we honor our responsibilities on earth. Power without conscience leads to ruin. Conscience without courage achieves little. But when the two walk together, they form the essence of faith itself, the bridge between heaven's command and earth's condition. Perhaps that is the purpose of history, to remind us that the greatest victories are not in what we conquer, but in what we understand. Not in the empires we build, but in the justice we uphold. Not in the power we possess, but in the truth that possesses us. In the end, the only throne that endures is the one within the human heart, the heart that remembers mercy, honors responsibility, and bows to the truth. This work has been a journey through faith, through civilization, and through the long story of human power. But it has also been a journey inward. I have not approached this history as a distant observer, nor as a historian listing events, but as a seeker, listening for the rhythm that connects all ages, the rhythm of conscience. Every empire, every revelation, every collapse, every renewal, each had whispered the same truth, that morality is not inherited, it must be rediscovered again and again. If there is a lesson woven through these pages, it is this: justice is not an abstract ideal. It is a personal responsibility and moral clarity. It is a decision to renew every day. When I reflect on the prophets who walked before us, the thinkers who questioned, the ordinary people who struggled simply to do what is right, I see the true builders of civilization. Not those who conquered territories, but those who conquered the ego. Not those who built monuments, but those who built character. Their courage did not lie in their power, but in their humility. Their greatness was not measured by victory, but by integrity. And it is their legacy, quiet, enduring, often forgotten, that inspired this work. Power is never the destination, it is the test. If these reflections often offer even a small reminder of that truth, if they help a reader walk a little more gently, act a little more justly, or see the world with a little more balance, then this effort has been worthwhile. Thank you for listening. Thank you for walking with me through this long story of the human heart. God bless you.